Hi, kindergarten. I hope you guys are doing well. Let's dive into sharing my screen. We can dive into our lesson on artists painting parents. So, go ahead. If my computer wants to, there we go. Okay, artists painting parents. So what is a parent? It's anybody who really nurtures and raises a child. You can think of your parents as your mom and your dad, but in some cases, you may not have a mom and dad. Most people do, but they might be raised by a grandparent or an aunt or uncle. Why paint pictures of parents? To capture the intimate moments that are unique to parents and children. The bond that you have with your parents is different with a bond that you're going to have with anybody else. And the same goes for when you have a bond with your child, when you grow up. So this is The Bath by Mary Cassatt, and she uses soft, muted colors to kind of make it very tranquil and kind of show the scene of the mom bathing her child. And she uses gentle, curved lines. So this is The Cradle by Berthe Morisot, and she used soft, muted colors as well, and she contrast it with some dark blue. And it shows kind of a quiet, gentle picture of a mom watching her baby in the cradle. This is A Gypsy with a Baby by Amido Moglini. It's an artist chose to distort the picture to make you feel something that you can't really express in words. So this isn't necessarily exactly what the person looked like, but it's an abstract painting. All of the lines are curved except for the background lines, which are to add contrast and, show the whole picture. This is An Old Man with Grandson by Domenico Gallardio. And it had rich colors, realistic texture. The grandfather and the grandchild have a very tender expression on their faces because, you really love your grandparents. They tend to spoil grandchildren. Alba Madonna by Raphael. He had detailed clothing, expressions, and curves give a sense of a tender relationship between the Madonna and child. This is Donna Madonna by Michelangelo. Madonna means the mother of Jesus, and the pictures of Madonna and Jesus are dominant in art history throughout Italy and the Renaissance, and really they're still portrayed today. So we are going to do a family portrait of your family as royals. You guys recently did the domain on royalty, and so I thought it would be fun to portray your family as royalty. So the first thing is I wanted to show you guys that when we think sometimes of royalty, some people think of only what we consider the British royalty, because we used to be British subjects before we separated and became the United States. So sometimes we only think of the British royalty, which I have pointed out here on the left-hand side. But I wanted to show that there's royalty throughout history and throughout different countries as well. So to the right is King Letzi III of Lesotho, and I'm sure I'm butchering that, and his royal family. And that is a current king and his family that rules in a country in Africa. And then this is Emperor Yan Shikai of China, and he was one of the last emperors of China. So I just wanted to show that there's not just the British royal family. There's all different royal families, and they all have different cultures, and they're representative of the whole country, the whole world. Okay. So what we're going to need is a piece of paper, a pencil, crayons or markers or colored pencils, whatever you have. And then I also have these colors of the world crayons. If you don't have these, don't worry about it. It's just so you can get more skin colors. I think that's always important. And if you don't have that at home, don't worry about it. Just find as close a skin color as you can to your family. Okay. So you're going to start with a pencil, but I did my drawings with markers so you could see them a little better. Okay. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to do these U's. So you're going to do a U for every member of your family, because these are eventually going to be the faces and the crowns. So I wanted to show you that. So you want to do the U's, and then you want to put a dot right there, just a little bit below the top in the center of your U. Okay. Then the next thing you're going to do is you connect the end of your U's to the dot. Oh, I'll change the slide. The end of the U's to the dot and then back to the U again. And that kind of gives you the top of your crown. Then you want to put a line underneath every person so that you kind of do your crown. And then you want to do a circle in the center for the jewel, because you're royalty and you would probably have a jewel or something in your crown. And then a circle on top, or a little oval actually, on top of each crown, because you might have some jewels there or some more metal work. Okay. Then we're going to draw the main part of our body. So in my drawing, I did triangles, very modified triangles for dresses, and kind of modified rectangles for the men in my family who are going to be wearing pants. And then what I did is I added, for the men, I added a line here and a line here to kind of where their waist is, and a line down for where their pants are. And again, I did this in marker so you could see it a little bit better. When I do it in pencil, sometimes you guys can't see it on the camera. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Then after that, we go ahead and we add our arms and shoes. And if I'm going too fast, please pause the video, take your time. Okay. After you do your arms and your legs, you want to add your faces, hair, and capes. So you can do your hair a couple different ways. My dad is bald, so he doesn't have hair on top of his head. He just has kind of like a little fringe. So I did his hair with just some squiggly lines, because that's kind of what his hair looks like. Don't tell him I said that. And then for the rest of my family, I did their hair like little lines coming to the side, starting at the top of the thing and then going to the side. And then I just did a little eye with an iris, and then a little kind of, not a triangle, but kind of like an open triangle with only 2 sides and not 3 for noses, and then a mouth. And then I just drew little capes along the sides. Okay. And then I added a background. So I kind of did it like they're on a stage or like a throne room type of thing. So I just drew some lines like they're kind of on a stage, and then like a little walkway down, and then like curtains or draperies over them, which I think you can see like that. There we go. And then at this point, you'd want to trace your work with a black pen or a black marker. If you don't have any of those, do a black crayon, whatever you have. I did black marker because I have that at home. And once you're really happy with your picture, I want you to color it in. So on mine, I did a red curtain and a red carpet, and the capes are red, but whatever colors you guys would like. My mom has blonde hair, so I did her hair blonde, and I have brown hair, and whatever color. I love purple, so I did my dress purple. And then I did like little tile floor over here, just a little bit of shading, whatever you guys would like to draw in. And then make sure to send this picture to your teacher. He or she would love to see it. And then thank you, boys and girls, for joining me today. Feel free to go back in the video if I was too quick, and change and just do your best work and then share it with your teacher. Thank you.